Fellers, can you hear me loud and clear? Let me know. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. What's up, Adam? Brother? Hey, Adam, hey, can you hear me loud and clear? Let me know. What up, Daniel Calderon, dude? MSK? How's it going? Okay, fire. I know MSK. I was up north. Morning, Brutal. I was up north in Montana, guys. Wow. Bizidju, what'd you think of Marab, dude? I mean, goddamn, he's got such a good way of making every fight so fucking boring. But goddamn it, he's an issue. Stronger than shit. You have to be worried about the takedown the whole time with him, so it's hard to let loose on your feet. Can't really step in with some KO shots. Dev J, I was kind of thinking something similar. If someone fails a takedown, I mean, do you get points when you whiff a punch? Bro, double MMA, that was so fucking nuts. That's the thing. That's the fucking thing, dude. What is going to be next? Sean was trying to tell me they're not going to do Kamaru and him next. I'm like, what? He's trying to tell me they're going to do him and Masvidal next. Troy Fillmore, I think Tyson Pedro was handed that fight a little bit. Let me know what you think. I mean, the guy was 7-5. I don't know if he was coming off wins. Was that his debut in the UFC? Not even sure. Can I even go to other screens? Will this shit shut off if I go to another screen? Is it off? Or are we still good? Fuck, I didn't even get to see what happened to Anderson Silva. I don't think it shuts off when I go to this other screen. Let me look. And I also missed the last Mike Perry fight last night. I heard he fucking won too. God, dude, Athi Jabaka, do you really think that Big Usman's on roids? I mean, the way he looks and his cardio, I could see how you'd think that. Austin, what up, brother? Thank you so much for that thumbnail. You are the man, my brother. I wonder how happy the UFC was with that. I wonder if they were like, fuck, yeah. Finally, Usman, like, lost. Thanks, Colin Morin. Thanks to my brother, Austin Weebrink in here. He got my thumbnail going this morning. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just a natural freak, dude. Look at his brother. I don't know. Leon ain't much more marketable than him. Yeah, you're right, Mark. That opens up a bunch of different fights, though. It opens up a bunch of different sweet fights. Now, what if Kamzat runs through fucking Nate? I wonder what Usman thinks about Kamzat. I wonder if he thinks, like, he doesn't want that fight. Because I was thinking, Okay, so he wins the fight against Leon, and then he said he was going to go up to 205. Was he trying to avoid Kamzat, or was he trying to be smart about it and be like, well, I could lose to a 205er, or I could lose to Kamzat, but who knows what he's fucking thinking. Bizedu. I think Peter could be on PDs. Anyone could be on PDs, but I think it would be hard. They would have to have someone very smart on their side, a very, very smart doctor who can get it covered up by USADA, because the USADA's taking your blood, they're taking your piss, they're taking everything, they're testing everything. So if someone is cheating, it's pretty fucking impressive. But I definitely think it's possible. Boys, was that fucking epic? Did everyone else just scream? We were at Sean's house doing the UFC watch party, and it was like there wasn't many big moments. Like the Luke Rockhold Costa fight, it kind of the service went out, so we didn't even get to see the third round, and they're like fucking bummed out because it's this whole production. They brought probably 7 people over to his house trying to get reactions from us on the couch, and I'm waiting for that shit to leave. I about took off right before, but we're watching it. And dude, for Leon to get beat up like that, and in the 5th round with 50 seconds left, completely exhausted, to throw that clean of a head kick, that perfect of a setup, and KO him, man, that's years and years and years of training coming to fruition. What's up, Demute? You think so, Cody Clark? Think Colby would beat him? I don't know. I think Leon might piece up Colby. That was crazy in the first round where Leon hit him with that body lock straight to mount. That was impressive. It shows you how fucking strong Leon is. 6'2" people too, they got a lot of leverage. I threw 20, literally 20 on Leon. I'm like, I might as well just throw $20 on him. He could win. Everyone was calling for Leon to win. I was like, what? Damn. Then I watched the countdown, then I watched the embedded, then I watched some of his old fights. I was like, oh, fuck. He definitely could win. Tanner Collins, how does Sean get around Peter's tight guard? It's a good question. You're going to have to check it out. I mean, you're going to have to see. We can't give away all the tricks right now or the plan. Eric Hubbard, what'd you get facial surgery on, brother? The build-up with Colby's got entertaining, though, Jordan. Do you admit? Him with his chicks, his little shtick he's got going on, it's entertaining to watch. Got a good cup of Joe, boys. Organic heavy cream, AeroPress. Been feeling a little under the fucking weather since that Montana trip. I don't know what's going on. I was having a debate. Okay, what happens with a Jorge and Connor if that fight goes down? Probably a year ago, I thought Jorge would smoke him, but now Connor's getting a little bigger. Jorge's coming off those losses. So now I'm starting to think he'd be closer than I thought. I think that's the match to make, dude. Connor versus Jorge. I think he'd be competitive too, 100%. And is it going to be 5 rounds? Because you put on 20 pounds of muscle, which it looks like Connor legit put on 15 to 20 pounds of muscle. It takes a long time to get that muscle in shape. So is it going to be 5 rounds? I mean, people count out Jorge because of his record, but they forget that fucking dude is game and he's good. I was having a debate with my buddies the other day, a couple of the buds. They were trying to say Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal was a competitive fight. And I was like, are you guys watching the same fucking fight? Real quick in the chat, was Jorge and Nate Diaz competitive? Yes or no? I don't think so either, Daniel. I think Nate might have really hurt Jorge's knuckles. He probably really hurt his knuckles from dropping fucking bombs. Yeah, I think you're right, chat. I wonder what Luke thinks looking back. Luke Rockhold thinks looking back at the fight with Costa and be like, God damn it. Because he was calling him out for how bad his jiu-jitsu was. And Costa was roughing him up on the ground. Luke was gassed, dude. He was gassed. I mean, they both were gassed. That elevation had something to do with it. It had to have. But didn't Luke go out there early to train? I thought he did. And the way Luke was talking, you think he would have become kind of in shape. But it's unfortunate we don't get to see him fight. And he rubs a lot of people the wrong way, but the motherfucker's skilled. And he's fun to watch. And Rockhold was dangerous the whole time. Completely gassed, and he was still cracking Costa. God damn it, boys. Sorry about that. Not as sharp as I usually am. Feeling a little under the weather. Cup of Joe on this beautiful Sunday morning. Got my poodles in the background here fucking around. MSK, I did see Leon's corner giving him that advice or the pep talk. And I also heard Dean Thomas saying he's broke. I wonder if Dean's like, fuck. I was serious because when Dean said he's a broken fighter, he's not looking at his corner, and then Leon comes out, still bouncing on his toes, still fainting his shoulder, still with good movement. I'm like, I don't know if he's broke. A broken fighter will come out there flat-footed, and their body language will be like, I'm ready to get out of here. I don't think he was broke. I know, and it was weird with Trevor Whitman after the fight. When they were announcing Leon, Trevor Whitman was just smiling ear to ear. I don't know if he just does that, but if my guy got fucking smoked like that, I would not be smiling. Big ship, there really hasn't been. I mean, I think you got to know your fighter. I don't think Sean would react well to screaming at him. He'd be able to tell if I'm like, hey, dude, this is fucking serious. He'll be able to tell in my mannerisms because I'm usually very calm with him in the corner because I think that's the way you should be. The fight's so hectic. Your heart rate's 195, whatever. You're getting your ass beat. You're whooping the ass. You got 1 minute to sit down and just calm down for a second. Just sit down, calm down, follow your breath. When the corners come in, 1 second, my poodles are fucking around. Hey, can you guys go out there for a minute? Hey, Hazel, no. Go out there for a minute. Don't wrestle in here. Please. Cute poodles, aren't they? But when the corner comes in and the guy's heart rate is 195, you can't even articulate what people are saying. So you at least got to give the first 30 seconds to say, hey, just calm down. Just calm down and breathe. All right. That's what we do all the time. And then after that 30 seconds, maybe give them a tip here. But like I said, every fighter is different. Some people, maybe a fighter needs, the coach probably knows him. Hey, and starts screaming at him, get him fucking revved up. Maybe not. Jacob Moreno, does Trevor do that every time Gaethje loses? Just smiles ear to ear? Yeah, 100% lethally. And we might get there at one point with Sean where I'm like, hey, let's fucking go. But I don't know. I just don't think Sean will react to that very good. He knows. He's smart enough. He knows. But a little extra pep talk, maybe. Yeah. Nitsu, I could see that too. But still, I just... Fighting's insane. And Trevor Whitman was telling Usman in the corner, third, fourth round, hey, you got to stay disciplined. Stay fucking disciplined and keep your hands up. A couple of my guys were fighting last night too before the UFC event. A couple of them were just beating the fuck out of the opponent in the Muay Thai matches. And it's like, dude, you still got to stay disciplined, because when you're beating someone's ass, the other person is desperate. And desperate people just wing overhand rights or wing big shots, and they throw big shots because they got nothing to lose. So you still got to stay disciplined with your chin tucked and your hands up. How much does it help, Gabriel? How much does it help doing the breath before the fight? I mean, I think it helps. Expanding your lungs a little bit. Brandon usually puts Sean through some breathing workouts right before we start to warm up for the fight. What's up, Shane C? How's it going, Shane C? Good to see you in here, brother. Are the Poodles fucking around again, MSK? Eric Hubbard, we recorded the Timbo Sugar Show episode 201 yesterday, and it was with Ariel Hawani. Asked him a bunch of good questions. So that'll come out tomorrow morning on Sugar's YouTube page. What do you think the chances are Peter tries to grapple with Sugar? I mean, there's definitely a chance. Probably won't try to shoot on him in the open, but if we clinch up, Peter's good at tripping people and punching off of it too. So there's definitely a chance. But we grapple with good people all the time, really good people. So we'll be ready for the grappling. People will be surprised on Sean's grappling. Everyone counts him out. But the smart people see who he trains with. So the smart people are like, all right, this guy's he's going to have good jiu-jitsu. BC Cheva. How long do you think they'll keep Kamaru out after that head kick? I bet we won't see Kamaru fight for 8 months. Poodles. Hey. Hazel. Will you take it outside? I'm trying to do this video. Hey, don't wrestle right now. Hazel. Out. Hey. Good girl. Probably 8 months till Kamaru fights again. That's what I'm saying. They could do Leon versus... Sean's trying to tell me they want Leon versus Masvidal. I'm like, damn, how does he get a title shot? But maybe. Leon versus Colby. Imagine that. Fuck yeah, it'll be sweet. I know everyone is celebrating Usman's loss, which is sad. Chances of Sean latching up a triangle? Probably, Kevin. Probably 8 months after a KO like that, because you got to give yourself at least probably 12 weeks, let your brain heal, and then another fight camp for 5 rounds is going to take another 2-3 months, probably 3 months. So I would say 8 months until Usman's back again, probably. Eric, no, I don't coach them to wrestle. They just wrestle on their own. Carl Johnson, ice baths. I've been doing ice baths probably twice a day. Not long. My water's so cold. The Andrew Huberman says when the water's so cold, you don't have to plunge as long. So I try to keep my cold plunge at 39 degrees so I don't have to get in there as long. Yeah, boys. That fucking kick was phenomenal. Oh, I didn't see that, Jacob Moreno. I didn't see his daughter crying. That's sad. Goddamn. Bringing the young kids to the fight like that, I don't know about that. What's your prediction for Sean versus Jan, Terry? It'll be insane if Sean can KO Peter, but if there's anyone that can KO Peter, it's going to be Sean. He's such a good counterpuncher. And Peter, when he gets people close to the fence, he walks forward and lunges overhand rights, and he ducks his head, and he's really short. And Sean's a sniper when people are real offensive on him. And then if Peter's not offensive, it's like Sean's really tall too. He can start picking him with jabs, with jabs, way out of range, way out of Peter's range. We'll see. Jean-Felix Martino. I thought Luke Rockhold didn't look right mentally either. Maybe he just really didn't want to fight. That's the thing. You've been fighting Asian Andy. What's up, brother Asian Andy? That's the thing. You fight your whole life, and everyone knows you for fighting. And every time you see someone, they're like, "When's your next fight? When's your next fight? When are you gonna fight again? When are you gonna fight again?" You can't go anywhere without someone saying, "When are you gonna fight again?" So it's like some people like that, and especially, I especially think in Rockhold's position, I feel like he was kind of forced into that. It didn't seem like he really wanted to fight. But when you're known for that, coming off a couple losses, you're like, "Fuck, I just want to maybe go out with a win." But I think he got kind of forced into that too. French toast or waffles, baby? Either. What's up, Ryan? Ryan Thurman. One love to you, brother. Thanks, Silent Sniper. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Did they talk about Tony versus the Leech? That's a good matchup. Fuck, I'm trying to read these questions here, boys. They're rolling in. Love it, though. Love to see it. Brunch. Tim, have you noticed any major differences since you started implementing light therapy? Really, I haven't noticed a ton, but I like doing it in the morning because I feel like that bright red light wakes me up. But I guess there's a lot of science on that red light therapy, like science that it's good. So Google the benefits of red light therapy, but I don't really see a big difference, to be honest with you, brother. Yeah, for sure, Silent Snipe. Jingling and Tony Ferg. Hate to say it, maybe Jingling. Jinglingling. Jingling's pretty big, dude. He's a pretty big welterweight. What's next for Usman, dude? I feel like Leon will probably get one more fight with someone, defend the title, win, maybe not. And then I bet in the spring we'll see Usman fight for the title again. Dude, he was 50 seconds from being pound for pound greatest. Do you guys agree? Volk's up there, Izzy's up there, Charles is up there, but Usman, I mean, he would have tied Anderson for the most title defenses, right? So I would say spring we're going to see Usman fighting for the title again. Little gram of mushrooms lethally. I do a little bit of mushrooms here and there, a little 0.25 grams. I haven't hit a heavy dose for a while. When we were in Sedona, I hit a couple more pills. I haven't went deep for a minute though. Antonio Esparza, do you think Volk pound for pound? Lucas, that'd be crazy. Rematch in England? Chimaev versus Diaz prediction. I feel like Chimaev's going to, if Diaz makes it out of the first round, I feel like Chimaev's going to put him away in the second round. The one thing that makes it interesting, that fight, is it's 5 rounds. And I'm sure Diaz wanted that thing to be 5 rounds. If it was 3 rounds, it'd be a fucking mauling because Chimaev could come out there and just start off with a high pace. But if he comes out there and starts off with a high pace with Diaz and batters him and beats the fuck out of him for 2 rounds, beats the fuck out of him for 3 rounds, and then it's the 4th round, it's the 5th round. You saw Chimaev versus Gilbert Burns, and I know it's different because Gilbert Burns is strong as fuck and a really good wrestler. What I always look back, though, is like, look at Roy McDonald. Roy McDonald didn't wrestle. I mean, he obviously knows how to wrestle because he's been fighting his whole life, but he didn't know how to wrestle. And look what he was doing with Nate. Suplexing him on his head. JX, what's up, my brother? Jay, what'd you do last night? Were you screaming? when Leon hit him in the lips with the shin. UFC did Nate dirty. Oh, for sure they did. But dude, the sweet thing about this, okay, Nate gets beat up, whatever, gets out of here. You heard on the episode 200, Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz is going to happen. That's going to be a sweet fight. The build-up's going to be sweet. It's going to be a big one there. Michael F., when are you going to get a UFC fight? Fuck, bro. I don't know. Fighting for 12 and 12 just doesn't seem very appealing. I like my health a lot. I really care about my health. And I have a style where you have to get beat up a little bit. I'd have to fight an LFA once, get a contenders, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, right now I'm enjoying. I mean, I have my gym. I have the podcast. I'm making more money than I would if I was just in the UFC bottom tier. But you got to stay ready to rumble all the time. You got to stay ready to rumble at all times. What up, Chris Hammer? Big Robs, you think Diaz is going to win? Stee, any upcoming fighters look out from your gym? Yeah, I have a couple amateur kids who are very athletic and have a lot of skills, and they show up a lot. So they're pretty green right now, but in the future, they're going to be good. I also have this girl who's took third at Worlds in no-gi last year, and she's very tough and she's mean. She's going to be a good fighter when she wants to be. MSK, I think Sugar will do good in 5-round fight. In a 5-round fight, the pace changes a lot. Everyone slows down their pace. Smart veteran fighters, they know you can't go out there and bring a fucking high, crazy pace. Like, maybe you can, and you might get lucky finishing the person, but if you don't finish the person, you're probably not going to win a decision. So, like, look at the Thomas Almeida fight. Look at the Pedro Munoz fight. Those are the type of paces it's probably going to be for a 5-round fight. And yeah, I think you could do a 5-round fight. The scary person who brings a high pace, though, is Aljamain. He's going to be an issue. He fucking pushes the pace for 5 rounds, so we'll have to match it, which will be interesting. No, Murad, Ariel came on our podcast. It was really good, too. Asked him a bunch of good questions, and we were grilling him with the questions. Yeah, for sure, Nick. I agree. If I had a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kid, I'd be like, nah, let's just stay home in the fights. I'll see you after. I agree, T Mills. It's gonna be hard to beat Sugar's style. Everyone wants to watch Sean fight. He's fucking fun to watch. And he can knock people out with all four limbs. Nick Perez, I'm not like happy Usman got knocked out. I mean, anytime someone gets knocked out, I'm never like, ha ha ha. Because it's like, God, dude, they just sacrificed a lot to get in shape for that. Their family's sad, their heart's broken. So it's hard to be happy when someone gets knocked out. I mean, yeah. But when Ronda got knocked out, I was like, just because everyone's hype around her, like, she's the best striker on the fucking planet. She's the best pound for pound. And anyone who kind of knows fighting, watches her spar, watches her striking, it's like, damn, she's not that good. That's it, ex-Big Robs. No, Zach, I didn't see Connor's tweets to Usman. What'd they say? Yeah, that's the truth, Sam Vega. Boys, I didn't even get to see the results of Usyk Joshua. Who won that fight? Yeah, David Dean, we're dialed in, brother. All the stuff you guys see online, it's all just, we're dialed in. We're training. He's gonna be better shape, stronger, better timing than he's ever been in for this fight. I promise. Damn, Usyk won. Dominated him too. Wow. You know, I thought was interesting too. Mike Perry calling out Jake Paul. That's an interesting fight. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Jake Paul might take it too, because you watch Mike Perry fight and he's fucking, he got that neck and he's like a bulldog. He comes forward, he takes shots. He'll take 2-3 shots just to give one. Jake Paul might see that and want that fight. Hopefully that fight happens. But it kind of sounds like Jake wants to fight a boxer just because what everyone says, which in my opinion, I don't think he should. It's like, dude, keep having super fights with other people. That's what I think, Tyler. Mike Perry's a fucking dog, dude. Kid's built for fighting. MSK, Tim, realistically, how long would it take the average person to get to be a black belt in BJJ? I mean, it's different for everyone, MSK. If you're training 3 times a week because you have another profession, it'll probably take you 8 to 9 years, realistically, at a good school to get a black belt. But if you're like, I'm going to get a black belt, and you train 5 times a week, 6 times a week. Hey, babe, will you call Hazel? And if you train 5-6 times a week and you're in there and you're really focusing on what your instructor's teaching you, you're trying the moves in practice. When you go home, sometimes you're studying the jiu-jitsu, you're watching IBJJF, you're watching Who's Number One, you're watching ADCC, you're studying jiu-jitsu. I mean, you learn well, you could get a black belt in 5-6 years. But majority of people, to be an actual good black belt, would probably take 8 years. Dennis D'Souza, who's the best fighter you've ever seen in the gym? I mean, when Benson was champion, Benson Henderson, I was training with him a lot. I was sparring with him a lot when he fought Nate Diaz. I was sparring with Benson a lot when he was champion. That's why I moved down here. I moved down here and sparred with him. The first day I came down, John Crouch was like, "Hey, Tim, I need you to spar Benson." I'm like, "All right." We sparred. And he was champion at the time. And he's probably the biggest animal I've seen in the room back in that day when he was champ. He just would not get tired. It was fucking insane. But skill-wise, you know who's up there is probably Joe Diesel Riggs. His boxing is strong pro boxer, strong wrestler. He used to be 300 pounds, so he carries a lot of that weight in his bones and his joints. Good at jiu-jitsu. And in the room, Joe Diesel Riggs had a lot of skills. A lot of skills. Yeah, right. BC Cheva. I mean, it kind of, that kick seemed like it hit flush on his chin and his neck. Does Sean struggle to make 135? I mean, he's a pretty average size 135er, to be honest. He's tall. Yeah, he's damn near 6 foot, but he's pretty disciplined on his diet. Out of camp, he's not drinking pop. He's not eating Domino's all the time. I mean, he's pretty disciplined on his diet. So he really doesn't get that much over 156, 157, which is 20, 21 pounds overweight, which is pretty average, I think, for a bantamweight. But he does have the build to go up to 45 at some point. And of course, 20, 21 pounds for someone that's already that lean takes a lot of discipline. But Dan Gardner's got him dialed in. Steve G. What do you think of Leandro Lowe situation? Dude, that Leandro Lowe situation was so fucking sad. For the people in the chat who don't know it, literally Leandro Lowe in the club. I mean, he's probably one of the best in the gi to ever train jiu-jitsu, like a legend. One of my favorite people to watch. In the club, some off-duty cop in Brazil comes and takes their bottle of whiskey, like a douche, walks away. Leandro grabs him, probably just beats him, makes him feel like a bitch with ease. And the cop's ego is probably hurt because his friends probably saw that, like him and Mount or something, just getting fucking treated like a child. And the cop gets up, points a gun at him, shoots him right in his forehead. That's a good reminder, though. Because when we're in those clubs where it's like, no one's going to fuck with us, it is different because we're in America and they check for guns and stuff. But still, you could beat someone up in the club, make them feel like a bitch, walk out of the club, and they, boom, cap you in the head. Was a good reminder. Just don't even fuck around like that, because that was crazy. Michael, can I pay you for a FaceTime for a business proposal? Milt, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/redhawk academy. Message me there and then we can chat. Do I see openings in Jan's game without exposing your game plan? That's the thing, Justin. In my opinion, Jan has probably the best skills. Watch that motherfucker fight. He doesn't have holes. He's so goddamn good. Top to bottom. Like, this is a scary, scary fight. He's so good top to bottom. I don't think he has many holes. To be honest with you, I don't think he has many holes. But the stylistic matchup, the length and the speed and the bouncing side to side, I mean, I think that's going to be the difference. I think Sean's like Corey Sandhagen, similar, but I think he's faster and I think he hits harder. I think he's more accurate too. That's the thing, Mitchell. I don't know if Khamzat beats up Nate. It could be Khamzat versus Leon next for the title. And then in the spring, Kamaru fights the winner of that. Thomas, Merab title shot next? I don't think so, dude. Literally, for the UFC and the UFC ups, that's the last person they want as a title shot, probably. They do. I mean, they might have to give it to him at some point, but Aljamain, his teammate's the champ, first of all. But I bet the UFC's like, dude, hell no with this motherfucker as the champ. You know how many pay-per-views Merab would sell if he was a main event? Probably 6. Bree, he wasn't great with Aljo on his back, pretty accepting. I mean, that was a small cage, Bree, and Aljo just came out and just double-legged him to his back. I mean, I don't think Corey was pretty accepting of it. I just don't think he was ready to match the pace right off the bat. Hope so, Gabriel. Cole Moran. If Diaz beats Khamzat, I wonder what the odds are. The odds out for that fight yet? Can you imagine if Nate 4th, 5th round triangled him or guillotined him? That would be fucking insane. How do you see a fight between Sugar and Jack Shore? I mean, Jack Shore's good too, but I think Sean's too fast for him. Brett Jackson, it's just patreon.com/RedHawk Academy, brother. ZT, do you think it's time for Aldo to retire? I mean, if he wants to, he looked good. Is there another fighter that shut down Merab's takedowns like that? I don't think there is. I mean, he looked fucking really good. So I don't know. If he wants to fight, keep fighting. It's not like he got smoked and he looked terrible. Oh my God. Yeah, bro. Angel Flores. Oh, for sure, dude. If Diaz beats him, it'll be bigger upset than Leon's fight. Of course it will. Only the Nate Diaz super fans are picking Nate to win. Anyone who's like, God, that's a bad mismatch. But still fighting, dude. It's still fighting. Yes, sir. I know. I'm still buzzing from last night. It was insane. I'm pissed. I got to rewatch that co-main event. I'm pissed I missed that. Oh, did he really Juicy J? Juicy Box? Sports betting education. Thank you, brother. Gamer tag. I don't even know what my gamer tag is, Bug Money. I play on a PC, so it's some random shit. Goose bread. I haven't any strange in a minute. I don't know. I've been dry. I guess I've been just busy doing other shit. We're also talking about, I mean, we're going to focus on this fight first, but then after this fight, we're going to open up a coffee shop in the complex right next to my gym and just make a sick little coffee shop where you can go study, you can read, quality coffee, a nice atmosphere, calm. It's going to be sweet. I know, Goose Bread. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I'm always hunting. Always on the hunt. Is Rockhold on all the drugs? Yeah, who knows? But man, someone like Rockhold just like when he was champion, I was like, who's gonna beat this guy? He's so fucking good. He's so tall. He's so well rounded. He's so cocky too, like cocky. And Bisping knocked him down. He needed that though, obviously. The pain teacher, Paul Check calls it. Yes, sir. It's going to be in Peoria. I don't know, ZT. I got to figure out the names of the coffee shop. We could call it Puss Pullin' Java. Or, I don't know. I wish. Finley, get back on track. Quit fucking around. I mean, Austin, he could have been on the Shroomies. He could have been on the Shroomers. Fight weight? If I was 170, Tyler, I walk around about 195. Ooh, Max, I like that. Fat Coochie Coffee. Red Hawk Java. The Lion's Den Cafe. Adam, Patriot. I mean, you didn't hear? Big Sugar gave Schmitty some bad advice. Schmitty's little thing was going good. I think they kissed. And then Sean said he was wanting to shoot a shot. So Sean said, send her a picture of the weed and condoms. Said, you want to hang out tonight? And then that was too far. Bad advice by Sugar Shane. Here, I'm gonna pull up Connor tweets real quick. Hopefully we're still running. I'm gonna take the Lambo out now, hit 120 off a wave. I'll tell you who, the one who it's been all along, the one and only me, motherfucker. Stay tuned. Who's pound for pound now? Pound for pound, headshot, bang, done. I've actually done this whole quote. Haha, excellent. How'd I KO the pound for pound and not be the pound for pound myself? That's actually weird. Stink cried to get put on the. Damn. That's it. I know, Chris Hammer. I'm like, fuck, dude. Should have ran that one by me. God, good cup of Joe. Yeah, Carson Brown. I mean, the only thing that really changes in fight camps is the kind of the phases with Brandon and the phases with Dan Garner. We're usually doing the same thing all the time. We do mitts at the same time. We grapple at the same time. Now we're adding one more striking session with this kid named Luis Oliveira. He's 13-0 pro boxer, over 100 amateur fights. He's Peter's height, and he has a lot of tricks. So we're working with him more once a week. Really, the only thing that changes with the fight camp is the diet really dials in. You really fucking dial in on the diet, and then we add the sparring. So not much changes. I feel like kind of always in fight camp. Some guys, when they are out of fight camp, they're doing nothing. They're training once a week. They're eating really bad shit that's inflaming their body. And then when fight camp starts, 8 weeks out, they're 30 pounds over, and then they just decide to train. We're not doing that. We're training all the time. Because out of fight camp, that's when you improve your skills. In fight camps, when you kind of get in shape. Like real shape. Confidential. I think my internet's pretty good. I told Verizon or whoever, I told them to give me the fastest shit. I think my internet's pretty good, brother. Thank you for the comments for the algorithm, brother. How do you organize the rounds? How long are they when you do mitts? It depends. If he's real beat up, we just do some shorter rounds, but usually 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the pads. Hey, bro, is Casey Kenny looking for a fight soon? I think so. He's still healing up his hand. Casey Kenny got surgery on his hand, so he's healing it up, ready to get back to it. Felix Thornton, will Sean ever fight up at 155? Probably not. Go-to post-fight meal, usually after the weigh-ins. Drink, hydrate with all the different hydration process, and then maybe start off with some applesauce, some baby food. It digests easy. And then start snacking some chicken and rice. Later in the day, we usually do this place called Good Food Store. Last time we ate at the Zook place, which is so bomb, but we ate this crazy meal the night before the fight. And in the morning, he said he's just feeling like puking the whole time because of the different spices and different sauces. Even in the warm-up was kind of feeling it. So you got to be smart. I mean, after weigh-ins, you got to eat what your body's familiar with. So you're not just battling fucking throwing up or just gassy every time you start working out. You got to be smart about that. A lot of people fuck that up. Evan Casey, I used to eat Chipotle a lot more. I ate Chipotle probably 2 weeks ago, but before that, I probably haven't ate it for 3 years. T Mills, no, Sean couldn't make flyweight. Thanks, Confidential. Appreciate that, brother. This week coming up, Wednesday, I'm going to have Joe Diesel Riggs on the podcast, and that motherfucker is crazy. You guys will see. He's got some crazy-ass stories, too. He's a real-life character. Goose bread, you little gassy, brother? He was making fun of Usman? No way, ZT. Henry? His shin's holding up good, Jaya. Timbo, when was the last time you worked a 9-to-5 job? Probably right out of high school. I did like landscaping, and I fucking hated it, dude. I hated being bossed around by people I could beat up, and they were like bully bossing me around. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing that kind of shit. I'd rather be a bum than do that shit. Thankfully, this stuff worked out. Yeah, Riggs shot himself, Justin. I'll bring that up on the pod 100%. Yeah, in person, Cole. He's in town. He actually might start helping teach my amateurs on Wednesday a striking class or a sparring striking class. Lucas, do you get nervous before Suga? I mean, when it's fight time, I just try to throw the emotions aside. It's like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So I try to not be nervous, and I try to just zone into what's going on. But of course, before the walkout, the week leading up, there's definitely a little bit of nervous energy. But I also see how prepared he is and how confident he is. So that helps. Hey Tim, big fan. I'm about to go get a coffee machine or something. Recommend anything? Funk, dude. Look at the AeroPress coffee maker. It's cheap. You can make really good espresso shots. You can add oat milk, add whatever you want. It makes good lattes. I've been using the AeroPress for years now, literally like 5 or 6 years. You could spend thousands on an espresso machine, or you could get the AeroPress for like $40. Hey, Chad Johnson. Do you think Jan is overrated? No. I think Jan's fucking good as fuck. I think he's the best. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think pound for pound, skill wise, he's got to be top 2, top 3 in the UFC, skill wise. Watch him fight. He's fucking solid, dude. Streetcars, I appreciate it, brother. ZT, I haven't looked into the Andrew Tate ban at all. I don't know why he got banned. Is Sean the only pro you coach? Sorry for a dumb question. I've had other fighters, even in the UFC, ask me to coach them, but I just don't have the time for it. I have to run a gym. I'm doing other shit too. So I've had to say no, and I feel bad, but it's like, okay, I can't just say yes to everything, or I can't say yes to every fighter that asks me to work with them, because then I'll be half-assed giving them my time. Like a lot of coaches that coach 50 fighters, it's like how much attention is each fighter getting? So I'd rather coach a couple fighters, and make them really good. I will, Lucas. Roger, how's the shoulder feeling? The shoulder's still fucked up, dude. It's pissing me off. I'm having another doctor look at it at the end of the week, so hopefully he can help me see what's going on. Yeah, no shit, Steegey. How's things with Steve will do it? I haven't talked to Steve will do it a lot. I mean, he responds to some of my stories sometimes laughing, but talking to him, I haven't talked to him. How much would it cost to train at your gym for a week? Explicit, are you a Patreon member? I usually do it cheaper for them, but if not, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Oh, dude, limit. My shoulder's fucked, too, bro. It sucks. Evan Casey, I think he had the warrior in him, but I think it helped a little bit, so it was good. Oh, Muddy, that's crazy. I didn't know that. The guys at Jackson's Wink. Who fought from Jackson Wink last night, Austin? Anyone? Thank you, Corey. MSK, I can't say that. If you were fighting Sugar, hypothetically, what would be a game plan to beat him? I can't say that, brother. Bruised, I do enjoy the mushrooms here and there. I was microdosing every day for a while. Streetcars, it is open to public, but I hate saying that because it's starting to fill up so much and so many weirdos coming to the gym. But I mean, if you're one of the boys on here, you'll probably fit in good. So you can pop into the gym, say what's up. I don't fuck with the THC carts that much. I always hurt my chest or some weird shit. I think they're worse than a joint. John, come on in, brother. Imagine that, ZT. I didn't even think about that. Imagine if there was like, oh, fuck it. Give Connor the fight with Leon. That'd be crazy. I mean, yeah, probably. The fighters probably know the odds. I mean, fight week depends. If you're on the main card, you're doing media the whole time. Fight week, literally barely have any time to just sit there and chill. If you're not on the main card, you got a lot of time just sitting there scrolling on the phone. So you probably know the odds to your fight. Are you going? Yeah, we are actually going to the Contender Series Tuesday. We're just leave Tuesday morning. Probably go to the PI, get a workout, and then I think Sean's gonna be help commentate the Contender Series this week. So I'll go with them, watch the fights, and then we're just gonna fly back that night. He asked, "Should we stay?" I'm like, fuck staying." Inder, I think Sean's grappling would hold up great against Jan. I think he could threaten him definitely. And it throws people off how strong Sean is. Everyone looks at him, he's like he's some skinny, weak guy, but then they grab a hold of him and like, what the fuck? He's not weak. Is it dry in Abu Dhabi, brother? I don't know. Maybe we'll buy one there. Oh, that'd be crazy. Big old Snoop shows up. Since we're just doing a day trip, we probably won't do a pod out there. Favorite city you've ever fought or coached in? I don't know. I mean, usually when we go there for fights, it's for business. So we're doing the same shit. We're not really seeing a lot of the city. So, favorite city to fight in? Probably Vegas. It depends, Felix. It depends. I mean, a lot of people have a better curriculum for gi jiu-jitsu. So I recommend, if you're just beginning, I recommend you start gi, but every school is different. Yeah, I think we got a little plan here, Jaya. I hope so, Roger. Edwards versus McGregor would be sweet. What are your dogs' name? One of my dogs' name is Eckert, Hazel, and Beetle. Ulani, I might do these every Sunday. They're kind of good. If the brothers like them, I'll do it. Guys, if you haven't subbed to the page, will you? It helps out a lot to sub. Just get the subs on the page. You gonna get some strange in Abu Dhabi? Hope so. What are your thoughts on Frost as a hobby and what he's been able to do for everybody? I've always been a fan of Frost. I think he's smart. I mean, anyone who's super passionate about MMA and has trained it for 15 plus years, they're going to be pretty smart. Especially him. I think he did like philosophy in college or something. So he's always interesting to listen to. Hell yeah, Austin. Thank you, brother. Dude, thanks, Angel. Glad you're enjoying it, bro. For real, Cade. I mean, Sean has Starlink, and it was cutting out because there was a big storm, so we barely got to see the Costa Luke Rockhold fight. Fuck, I'm gonna probably rewatch it today, and I want to rewatch the Mike Perry MVP BMO. Who wins, Tate or Paul? If it's boxing, Jake. XP. That's why we're going out there a little over 2 weeks before the fight, so we can get used to the time change and used to the difference. Paid chats. I don't even know what that is. Cruz, brother. Wendy Willis. I think he can KO him or submit him. I mean, his whole career he's been a finisher. But like I said, Peter's fucking sharp, dude. One mistake with Peter and that'll be the end. Nice. Austin, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for the help. Yeah, Chris Hammer, it's really not the best Wi-Fi. I didn't know that. Star shit. I don't know. Adesanya or Pereira. Who do you guys got? I don't fucking know. Probably Adesanya. Damn, Corey, really? Perry won confidential. Hop in the plunge, fucking let the tits out. Soak the sack a bit. I don't know. Maybe after this. Can I spit Rose Mariah? If you could pull her, brother. There we go, Zio. Do you think Sanford MMA has a lot of fighters on steroids? Possibly. I mean, it's hard to just accuse anyone of that, but I know those Florida doctors down there are smart. But I don't think so. I don't know. You can't call out someone just for a random reason, but it could be. Probably TJ, dude. I think TJ might beat Sterling. I think he's slicker on the feet, more athletic. Paulo's fucking yoked, right? Holy shit. Talk about some good genes on that fella. What supplements I'm taking right now? I'm taking the Thorn supplements. The thorn supplements are best. That's why everyone in the UFC uses them like they're the best. I take magnesium. I take this AM PM multivitamin, and then I take amino acids. I actually have a code for all these people too. It's 15% off. I gotta put the link in my Instagram bio maybe. If you're a Patreon member, you get 30% off. Would you rather Sugar Feast TJ or Sterling for the title? Dude, both are just as tough, I think. Sterling, probably a little bit more TJ, though, because I think TJ's jiu-jitsu isn't as good as Sterling's. Like Sterling, if he gets your back, gets his hands locked around you, gets your back and gets a body triangle, it's a motherfucker to get off. TJ, I don't think, watching his jiu-jitsu, it's not really like that, so I would rather it be TJ kind of. I don't know what happened to Cody Garbrandt, boys. Michael White, I'm different. Sometimes I like the indicas. Sometimes I like the sativas. If it's quality weed, I probably like it. Or some subs from Thorn. Big thanks. You're welcome, Big Ship. Thank you. I mean, I think TJ switches his stance more, and he's way more athletic than Pedro, though. Yeah, confidential. Can't give it all the way, though, but you're kind of onto it. No, I don't know. No, Garza Jr. There's your shout out, brother. I haven't done DMT yet. Boys, we're at about an hour and 1 minute. I'm gonna probably keep doing this Sundays if you guys like it. Fucking good to hang out with all you guys though. And then this week, the Ariel show comes out tomorrow, and that's an entertaining one. And then Wednesday, I'm recording the show with Joe Riggs. So, boys, please like and subscribe or like this video. It helps out a ton for the shit. But I'm gonna go clap some cheeks, fellas. Got to do it Sunday morning cheek clapping. Okay. Love you all. Thanks for popping in, guys. Seriously. Boom. And thanks for all the support. Fuck yeah. I'm glad you liked the stream. Good chatting with you guys. All right, boys. Have a good Sunday. Hope we all get some puss or whatever you like. Thanks for chatting. Like and subscribe. Thanks a ton, boys. I'll see you guys Thursday when the Red Hawk recap comes out. Love you. Peace, guys.